Hello everyone, Brave Belly here. Today on the channel, I'll be eating and reviewing what's known as the top shelf best menu available to the current US Warfighter. This is the cold weather meal, menu number one. We have the beef stroganoff with noodles. Now, many people have said this online, all over the internet, on Reddit, on Google, even that this is by far the best meal currently available. If you guys are interested in content like this, make sure you watch my previous video, which is the best MRE available in the States. This is the best cold weather MRE. This is made by a company that makes commercially available rations as well. Mountain House, pretty famous brand in the United States. So they say that this is by far the highest quality. Without further ado, let's get the show on the road. And if you guys are looking at this like, what is this doing here? Well, I'm gonna kind of eat this a little bit like Brazilian style. So stroganoff, in Brazil, they eat stroganoff with these kind of like French fries, potato chips. So I'm gonna do a little mix since I'm not a warfighter, I'm not a soldier, I'm just a partisan civilian, if you will. And yeah, so I'm gonna do it my way. There's no rules on this channel, so here we go. All right, so very straightforward, all alpine white, which looks pretty awesome. You know, I've never come across any MREs on the planet that come all white, specifically made for alpine warfare or the Arctic, etc., etc. So check that out, pretty cool. We do have a soldier here, a little logo. That's pretty awesome. With a M16, what looks like, with the carry handle. Carry handle gang, shout out to you guys, because I'm part of that gang. I like retro rifles, they're pretty awesome, amongst others, you know. I like all types of rifles. So, US government property, commercial resale is unlawful, and that's it. So it's peelable, so that's nice. So we don't need soldiers cutting themselves, all right? So anyway, here we go. Ooh, good seal. So I'm not mad at that. That means everything's gonna stay fresh. Excuse the fumbling, but it is what it is. Here we have it. All right, so that's what everything looks like at first glance. All right, let's see what we got. So nice little bundle of everything. And so apparently this cold weather, is specifically dehydrated, all right? So it's super lightweight, so that's a good start. We just need hot water to heat everything up. So take a look how it looks. All right, vacuum sealed plastic. Wow. All right, and so this is our accessory packet. First glance, I do see the Tabasco, so that's awesome. Probably goes pretty good with the stroganoff. I could imagine. We have Bill's Brew. I'm not going to be doing the Bill's Brew. Basically, it's basic ass coffee, all right? Instant freeze-dried coffee. I'm just going to show you guys if you're interested, but it's 7 p.m. and I'm trying to sleep tonight, so I'm not gonna drink the coffee. That's what it's looking, nice granules. So I do like my instant coffee. It's actually my favorite. And I like the fact that the granules aren't like fine, but they're little, so freeze-dried, typical freeze-dried, all right? We're gonna just set, smells like basic ass coffee, that's about it. And we do have the creamer, all right? So that is nice, especially in the cold weather. But we're gonna skip on that. We have the moist towelette, we have 2 chiclets, we have a packet of sugar. That was probably for that coffee. Hot sauce, of course. We have toilet paper. I will show you guys how everything looks. Might as well do it now. Lighthouse. All right. We do have a phone number here, just in case you run out of toilet paper, you know who to call. And basically, it's just like napkins. So one, I think there's 4, 2, 3, and one more. So yeah, not bad. We're gonna set that up to the side. We're gonna use this as a garbage. Good quality plastic, hardcore. All right. Then we have basic ass matches, which is typical USA style matches. And this is what they're looking like. All right, paper matches. There you go. Just in case you need to light a fire. And let's keep the show moving. All right, so it looks like we have cheddar cheese pretzels. Then we have, what is this? A peanut butter dessert bar. Interesting. We have, some kind of beverage. We have a chocolate protein drink powder. Interesting. We're gonna do that right now. I'm starving, guys. I only ate once today, and we have a lemon lime flavored, no fruit juice, all right? So just lemon lime flavor. Hopefully it's tart. We have the famous MRE spoons, okay? Long, brown, just the way you like it, all right? Apparently this quality is pretty decent, seems decent. And then we have, wow, literally off the shelf, guys. Didn't expect that. Beef Stroganoff, like I said, by Mountain House. So one of these camping brands, but it's cool how they, put the parachuter on it. So pretty awesome. I wonder if they sell this exactly off the shelf, just like this, if you can buy this separate. I don't know, 27 grams of protein and 600 calories. Quite substantial. We're gonna heat this up first, then we're gonna try this protein shake and start eating snacks while this marinades. All right, so best by June 2053, guys. Holy moly. So this lasts forever. All right, open package at tear notch. Add 1 3/4 cups of boiling water. Stir carefully and close zipper. Wait 5 minutes. Stir again and reseal. Let stand initial 4 minutes. Blah blah blah. Yeah, right. I'm not doing all that. I'm just gonna expedite the process like a soldier would. All right, so this is first glance. That's what everything is looking like. Ooh, I'm surprised why they tell me to take that out, but I'm glad I seen it. That's what it's looking like, a little bit of everything in there. All right, so we do have water on hand. Now I'm curious to know, I'm just eyeballing it. I'm curious to know if you're a soldier that actually received this. Guys, let me know in the comments how you guys are procuring hot water. If you guys are using the jet boils, or do they just give you guys water? What's the deal? Let me know. I always like hearing from soldiers. I hear a lot of good insights. So, and I'm sure a lot of my viewers would like to know as well. So leave it in the comments. All right, I'm gonna mix this up, and it smells wonderful already. I'm salivating. It's got like this salty, savory kind of smell to it, all right? Looking mighty fine. All right, can't wait for it. Almost like opening like a bag of potato chips or something, Like you get that greasiness, that little salt smell. So we're gonna let this marinate, if you will, and we're gonna try some of these beverages. All right, I'm gonna spill out that coffee on the side because I want you guys to see how everything looks. Let's go with the protein powder. Now, obviously, I'm supposed to mix it in this, but I want you guys to see like the consistency, etc., how everything presents, how it looks, instead of just drinking it out the bag. So looks like straight up chocolate powder. They give you quite a lot. So this looks like a big old heaping scoop. If we scooped it out of a protein bin, 280 calories and 14 grams of protein. So not the most protein, just some calories. We do have vitamin C and vitamin D, which is all important. All right. Now I'm sure this reconstitutes a lot better if I had a shaker cup, but we're just gonna go with what we got. That's what the military does. You gotta go with what you got. Right, it does look thick and it smells pretty good. This is a good way to start our dinner. This is my dinner. This is actually my post-workout meal, so this is perfect. I did legs today. Trying to go ham in the gym, guys. Back in it. All right? Back in it. Nothing like getting through leg day. Makes eating dinner or post-workout meals that much more worthwhile. So no guilt here. It looks relatively mixed and reconstituted. All right, so here we have it. Smells like just straight up chocolatey. Nice and thick, just the way I like it. Oh yeah. Really sweet, all right? No, it's not mixed perfectly because I am getting like little granules of sugar. And guys, that's awesome. I'm actually enjoying that aspect of it, all right? So a little more substance, a little like a slight chew. You get like little bits of sugar crystals in each bite. I don't know if you could hear it, but definitely I feel like mentally it helps with like the satiety, you know? As opposed to just like drinking a liquid. Has a little more depth to it, you know? A little bit of bite, a little bit of crunch. Guys, for a protein powder in a freaking MRE, 10 out of 10. Guys, this is better than some chocolate protein powders out there that you're paying like, this is better than the basic ass ghost chocolate. Swear to God. And if you guys like protein and drink protein, I also do protein reviews. So just look at my list of videos. I review hella proteins, all right? Might jump back in on that, depending if you guys want to see that or not, but 10 out of 10 for chocolate protein. Did not expect that. There's no like chemical aftertaste. Just tastes like I'm drinking chocolate milk. That's super sweet. I'm hella surprised, all right? The only thing is, now this spoon is all chocolatey, all right? And I still gotta use it to eat. All right, I gotta look at this again. 280 ingredients, sugar, that's the first ingredient, no wonder. Maltodextrin, cocoa powder, whey protein isolate, sodium caseinate, natural and artificial flavor, contains less than 2% of cellulose gum, xanthan gum, you know, for the thickening agent. Vitamin C and vitamin D, baby. Wow, so I'm pleasantly surprised so far. 10 out of 10 with this one. Out of Kansas City, baby. Giannis Brothers Packaging Company. Nice, nice. All right, so now let's mix the next beverage. We're gonna have it, of course, with our food, but just wanted to have it done. We're gonna start doing these snacks. Now, obviously, snacks are usually held for the end, but maybe I'll have one snack now and another after the main meal. The best meal, apparently. All right, and so this is our lemonade. Now, as you noticed, I'm eyeballing everything just because a soldier is not using measuring cups, okay? It's just not gonna happen in the field. So, I like to keep it all the way 100. Where's that toilet paper? I gotta wipe down this spoon, all right? Sorry if, yeah, it is what it is. It's so American. You know how, look at this color. So it's obviously hella synthetic, which I'm all right with because I grew up, you know, I'm born and raised in America. I'm American. So for me, this is like standards. A European would be like, oh, this is chemicals, you know? I mean, we're used to that. Not saying it's good. I'm not saying that's a good thing, but it just is what it is, all right? So at least visually appealing and super like strong with that lime smell. Oh yeah, has tartness to it. Is sweet, but more tart than sweet, so really nice, okay? I like my lemonades like this, where it like has that almost like Sour Patch Kids. So, oh, this is almost like a less sweeter Sour Patch Kids. Guys, 10 out of 10 for the drink, and I'm freaking honest, all right? As far as the flavor, I love that tartness. It's not over the top sweet, so far, so great. Holy moly. All right, I think, you know what? We're just gonna get to the star of the show. Let me just follow the rules and mix it up how they want me to. So everything disperses nicely up in there. Oh yeah, smells lovely. Guys, I smell freaking mushrooms. All right. Wow. So yeah, it smells like super hearty. Looks creamy too. Look at that. I mean, I think it's ready, but I want the noodles, I don't want them to be crunchy or anything, you know? So we're gonna have what are we gonna do first? Let's do the cheddar cheese pretzels. Let's do that. And I probably know what these are gonna be, like combos. Yup, that's exactly what it is. For my viewers overseas that aren't familiar with combos, we could buy this in the store, in the gas station, all right? They're pretzels filled with cheese, basically, like a flavored cheese. And this one's just cheddar. They also have a pepperoni flavor, which is the pizza ones. Basically, it's combos, so not bad at all. Oh yeah, really enjoyable. Good quality. This is something that you would buy, you know, to watch sports and drink beer, if you're into that stuff, which I'm not, but I hate watching sports. I do like watching UFC and boxing, and I like watching athletes train, because I go to the gym, obviously, but just to watch men play games, not really my thing. To each their own, though. Combos, real good. I'm just gonna leave a few, because who knows, maybe I'll have it alongside the beef stroganoff. All right, so let's go. Let's get into this. We're not gonna wait any longer. All right, and like you guys seen, I just eyeballed the water, so everything seems relatively just the way I like it. Like, it's not freaking wet. I didn't want it to be soupy whatsoever. So I think the consistency is spot on. All right, I feel like I nailed it. So that's a good start. All right, so yeah, that's what everything is looking like, guys. So awesome that this is top shelf ration so far, in my opinion. We got a freaking best by date to 2053. So this is awesome. Mountain House is a division of OFD Foods. Albany, Oregon. Thought upstate New York, which I love. That's my favorite part of New York, is upstate. I'm from the city, but I love upstate. Anyway, that's what everything's looking like. Check that out up close. All right. Oh yeah, that's like good. All right, let's go for the first bite. Straight up, and it smells wonderful. Very strong smell of mushrooms. Real nice. Just the right amount of salt. All right, you get a little hint of that beef. Super creamy, as you can see. Really nice. Now let's have it with that hot sauce. They gave it to us. We're gonna use it. Why the heck not? Oh, wow. Look at this big old mushroom stem. That's always nice. When you actually could discern what's in your food, like you could see the bits. That's always nice. I was always envious of like foreign military rations, because I feel like it's closer to real food, as opposed to most US MREs is like slop, if you will. This, I wouldn't put it in that category. Yeah, it's kind of like slop, but this is more like a cafeteria experience, so not bad at all. So yeah, mushroom, creamy noodles, and salty beef. Really nice and savory. Would I say it's a 10 out of 10? It's up there. I'd give it an 8.5, all right? It's not something to like write home about, but it's definitely like savory and delicious. Oh man, I used all of this. I didn't even realize it, just dumped all of it in there, but it's all right. So not much for color as far as the Tabasco. I thought it'd be more red, but maybe they took the dyes out. Who knows? Maybe Robert F. Kennedy has them taking the dyes out. That'd be nice. Oh yeah, real good. Much more zing to it now, because Tabasco, I believe the base is vinegar. It's vinegar, it's distilled vinegar and red pepper and salt. That's all it is. So more zing. So I really like that. All right, gives it more depth even. Oh yeah, good stuff. Now, honestly, I thought maybe I could do something with this, but I think it was overkill. This is very rich. Let's try it with these potato sticks, all right? This is like the Brazilian style stroganoff. Why not? Now what they do is just put it on top. Now they use different ones. This is like American potato sticks. I've never tried these. Check them out on the burger, all right? But yeah, the Brazilian ones are even finer. They're like they're like half the size of these. But we're just gonna do it what we got. Let's go. So you've seen it here first. Real nice. More starchiness, all right, in a good way. It definitely adds to it. I would say it went from like an 8.5 to a solid 9.5. That potato starch is so different than the carb taste of the noodles, you know, and the contrast of the textures too gives it more depth and real nice experience. And you do get that Tabasco zing, you know, with the vinegar. It's not even that spicy. Wow, real nice. Guys, I give this solid 9.5. This is a real good one. But only with all this, with the Tabasco and with the shoestring fries, in my opinion, that levels it up. Otherwise, it's a solid 9 with the Tabasco and an 8.5 just straight up out the bag. You still get that mushroom. You get a little bit of that vinegar. You get that saltiness and like that savory creaminess with the noodles. You get some of that mushroom flavor. So nice. Now, if you're an American Warfighter, guys, let me know in the comments if this indeed is the best one, or if there's a particular Arctic cold weather ration that you preferred more. Let me know. I'd be curious to try it. And that's that. Now, I know this is going to be so delicious to wash it down, because that was so like rich and heavy and savory and a little bit of greasiness from the fries, and this is gonna like cut it down because it's got that strong sour lemon. Like a degreaser in essence. Real nice. It almost tastes like those ices, you know, those green ices. The green ones are delicious. That I always love the green ones. That's what this tastes like. So almost like I'm drinking, like I said earlier, a green Sour Patch Kid or something, but not like crazy sweet. No, not the sweetest thing I've had, but more sweeter than beverages out of Europe. That's for certain. Just the way I like it. All right, we're coming to an end here. We're gonna see about this peanut butter bar, dessert bar. Guys, I still got some left, and I'm already damn near full, basically. Let me wash the old mug. The quality of the napkin, the wet moist wipe, is not all that. It's super moist though, which is always good. It's almost like you're washing yourself. Another good aspect is no fragrances, so just moisture. Nice clean moisture. That's the way I like it. But it'd be cooler if it was made out of like that cotton base, or just like a fiber instead of polypropylene. If that matters, I guess maybe it doesn't. All right. These combos are not bad at all. I always wish there was more of that filling. All right, so less pretzel, more filling, but can't have everything. All right, let's go. 240 calories, peanut butter dessert bar. I have a feeling I know what this is. Oh yeah, this is exactly what I thought it was. It looks, in essence, check it out. Like they just throw peanuts into a machine and it comes out like Laffy Taffy, and there's like a slicer at the end. You know, it comes out as a ribbon and then a slicer just cuts it. Because in essence, this basically just looks like a slab of peanut butter. So there's nothing really like bar about it other than its shape. We'll take a look. All right, it looks like it just straight up peanut butter. All right. This would be good with the coffee, cream, and sugar. Sorry guys, but I can't be drinking at 7 p.m. Real nice. And look, not like messy or dirty, which is also very important when it comes to Russians. Real nice, real like savory, very creamy, and sweet. You know, us Americans, we like things sweet. Yeah. This is good. I've never had a peanut butter bar like that that's not covered in chocolate or something. And guess what? I don't miss the chocolate. This is awesome. This would be good with the chocolate protein shake too. So guys, all in all, I gotta say this freaking ration was bomb. As far as the US rations, I'm usually not a fan, but the previous review that I did, which is the best MRE, and this is the best cold weather MRE, and I could see why they're so popular and why they're considered the best. I would definitely eat these again. If you guys stayed around for this long, thanks so much for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. Till next one. Till next time, signing off.